Don't forget the great voice, the task force.
It was called Operation Clean Street, right? That was the name of the operation.
Right.
And
I remember that.
Enos operated upon.
Street.
And so their whole analogy was, we're going to clean the streets up by any means necessary. I mean, they wasn't running rogue like ICE and the Gestapo and all that fugaziness, but they had some kind of interesting tactics that I observed that they would do. And so, again, being 19, 18 years of age, this was very interesting to me, man. It was almost like theater being played out right in front of our face, right? Not saying Romeo and Juliet, but it was real life theater, you know what I mean? It wasn't no political theater either. It was one of those things where nobody could have predicted this, man. It was like an April Fool's joke that was played on us. And when we talk about all of our friends, like I tell people and they think I be joking, like I've been to more funerals than I have weddings and graduations. And I'm talking about via the crack era, those chronicles of that is what I'm really, really talking about, man. And it's so disturbing and so painful that you and I both had a lot of friends, whether incarceration or death, that we lost in this particular pandemic, man. It is just so prolific and horrible, man.
For real. We got homeboys that's just not coming home after doing 30 years and stuff like that. And it's crazy. You know what I mean? They're coming home now after, 30 years. And what's the name of the clique? What do they call it? 100+ years or something like that? Folks like that.
Oh, yeah. 100-year enterprise. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just all a part of, from that game, man, way back then, and here's Clean Street. You actually brought back a memory, man. I stayed, 18th and Cuddy. My grandmother lived on 3rd and Main, so walking down there, I'd have to pass through like 3 different spots, right? Yeah, we had 15th, which was popping, and we had there was 9th Street, 8th Street, Virginia over there was popping, and then of course Main. The Main line been there since. Been there, you know what I'm saying? But I remember one time walking through 15th, walking there where the little the island is, and seeing the police sitting in the middle of the street. I don't know who the officers was. They was in a white task force car, and they was on the speakerphone. They said, "Yeah, clean up your act." They was pouring Tide out the window. You know what I mean? So that was part of that Clean Street. So they had jokes at the same time, though. You know what I mean? And it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
I was gonna say, man, it was kind of like a Smud and Jeff show, right? There was a lot of comical, comedic experience that they was doing, and what they would do, man, what I thought was interesting, they would come through the T's and the dope track and play the Task Force song through the speaker. And so I thought I was out there one day, and I thought I was tripping, man. I hear the song playing, I'm like, what? You serious? What part of the game is that? I mean, I was cool with it, like I'm getting free advertisement, but that became like part of their vernacular when they would hit the Trizacs.
The task force.